Aloha. Today I'm going to show you how to root a taro top, also known as Kalo here in Hawaii. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself a taro. Okay, you can get this from a farmer's market, from the store, from a friend, or you can dig it off your property like I just dug this off the property. You're also going to need a small bowl to hold some water and the taro top. So you're going to take your taro. You can see this one already has some roots and stuff on it. If you get one from the store, it might be dried out, and it might not have any roots, which is totally fine. It will root. So you're just going to cut off this top part. Maybe leave half of an inch of the root. It can be an inch if you want, but it doesn't need to be any more than a half inch is fine. So I'm going to cut this off real quick. I might leave a few of the roots on there just so it can root easily. Alrighty, top's gone. So here you've got the top. You can see about a half inch or so there. There's already some roots started, which will help it get going even faster. If there's not roots, no worries, it will root anyways. You're going to take that top, you're going to set it into the bowl, and you're going to put some water in there. Maybe an inch. So I like to fill it up with water till it touches base of this top so the whole root part is submerged underwater. So you got your water in there, just set that in there, and then put that, in your kitchen, on the counter somewhere where it's not in direct sunlight, but in the shade or in your kitchen counter somewhere out of direct sunlight, and then just set that there and leave it. And if you live in the tropics, you might get mosquito larvae and stuff in there, so you might want to change the water every couple days just to keep it fresh, get the mosquito larvae out of there. So you just set that down, leave it alone, and then after a week or so, you have all these roots coming out. So you can see some of these ones are getting pretty long, and there's even a little shoot coming off the side. This was flat when I put this in the water, but now it's starting to grow, and it'll keep growing, keep growing. So you could plant this. You could even plant this directly in the ground if you wanted to, but sometimes I like to get the roots going first, so I start them in water. So this here can be planted, totally fine, but you can also let it go a little bit farther and wait until it gets a leaf and then plant it. So this one here has been sitting in water for a few weeks. You can see a bunch of roots. They're getting pretty long, 6 inches or so. And you can just leave this in water for a long time, but it's, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall. It's got one nice leaf coming out. So this is definitely ready to plant. I'm going to plant this today. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just cut the top off, put it in an inch of water, leave it for 1, 2, 3 weeks, whatever you want, and then go ahead and plant it in your garden or in a pot. So after you get that started, you can always put it in a pot. You plant in a pot like this, let it get a little bit bigger if you want before you actually put it into your land, or you can plant it directly just like that. Alrighty, I'm gonna go eat this taro, I guess. That's how you start a taro top and get roots growing so you can plant it in a pot or in the ground. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I think you can handle it. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Aloha.